Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Do you know? You know about this? You hear about this? Wait, am I scrolled down? No. Okay, I got scared for a second. I'm like, did I scroll down on Raccoon Sama's stream? And it's showing me a bit the About Me section? No. Raccoon Sama is just looking at a page that looks kind of like the Twitch page, but it's different. Hello. Happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday. Everybody knows about it Wednesday. Everybody's knowing it, what is Wednesday, my dudes. As long as you keep saying any pony and every pony, you will accept any gift. I would like $1 ponillion dollar. I'm trying to think of a million, $1 fillium, because it's like Philly. It's a pun. Do you see the pun? Do you see the horse pun? The pun is there. It is the Wednesday of Day of Ify. You love the Ify Day of Wednesday. It is the day that we go in the house. We have to 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 go in the house. Today we have to go in the house. We have to go in the house. It's the house that we go into, and we have to go into it. Hello, Atlas. Hello, Asmon. Hello, Tint. Hello, V. Hello, Index. Hello, Jam. I hope you are all quite possibly the most Wednesday you've ever been. I didn't boot up the game. I did boot up the notes. He went to Panera for a smoothie and they were sold out of all the smoothies? Are they allowed to do that? Were they out of ingredients or did like the machine break? Do they buy are they like pre-packaged smoothies? You're so sad. I'm sad for you. That's not supposed to happen. A store that sells the thing, renewable resource, you have to be able to get it. It's different if it's like, oh, it's an item and the item is out of stock because people bought more than were ordered. But like, all of the smoothies? How you supposed to drink? How you supposed to... You left him into a co-op market and got an Olipop and some sweet... What is an Olipop? Is it like an otter pop? Or a popsicle, as some people just call them, the ones that are in a tube? Sweet chili tofu sounds good. Oh, probiotic sody pop. Is it like, what's the funny fermented tea? Is it like kombucha? Strawberry vanilla Olipop saves your life. No. You like the orange one? I've never had a Ollie's pop. Nothing like that devil drink? I've had kombucha and it was okay. Not worth going out of my way to get. Coffee? I like to drinking it. I put a cream and a chocolate caramel sauce in it, and it tastes so good for me to taste. We have the emerald bracelet in the coat check. We have to get the pump room to either drain the fountain or if we can get it next to the boiler room, drain the reservoir. I have to try to get the classroom so we can use the bracelet. We gotta go get our other chest powers. And we have to get to the study to find the safe. Okay, these are our tasks for today. You're still sick, but you got burgers today. That's a bad news followed by a good news. I'm sorry about your sick, but I'm so congratulations on your burgers. Can't find the orange Olipop at your normal grocery store. You can only get it at the co-op in the city or like Target. I'm putting it on my list. I'm gonna see if they have this at the grocery store. The problem with me and drinks is I don't drink soda so much. I drink mostly tea and coffee and a lot of water. Sometimes I'll splash like some juice in my water, or I'll drink a little bit of juice. But I keep forgetting sodas are drinkable. I bought a whole thing of Cactus Cooler and I drank like 2 of them. And I just keep forgetting they're there in an option. Lollipops are in refrigerated, drinky section of store. Not in the soda aisle? They might be both. Are they canned or bottled? No. Refrigerator only. 4-packs aren't refrigerated in your store. You think both? Cans. Okay, cans. I opened up my list to put it on there and I didn't even do it. Lollipop. Soda. Yeah, my grocery store has... Do we need to dig anything? Only see it in fridge sections. Mine will sometimes have the same soda in fridge sections versus non-fridge sections. Only found the orange one is singles in the fridge sections. Yeah, I think if you're buying them singles, you're gonna want to look in the fridge. But if they have like boxes or packs, you can get the grape ones and a 4-pack in the non-fridge part. What I'll do is I'll go to the fridge part and get singles. Cause then what if it's not for me? And then I have a whole pack. I guess 4 isn't that many. Where's our other item? You promised me 2. I got the metals detector. 2 special items. I'm blind? Yippee! You got the secret word! It's probiotics, so it's supposed to promote a healthy gut microbiome. The secret word was health. It's been that for a couple streams. I think... I would assume that it's the wrench. But it won't let me take it. I think I've been cheated. I think the game's mean to me. Or I'm stupid. But we'll never know. Can the next secret word be Ify? It could be, but I think it might go off whenever I type a message. Also, hi, Pass. Welcome in, welcome in. I hope you are having a... Did it wave? There we go. I hope you are having it is Wednesday. Hi, Jag. Wait, aren't you I thought you were streaming. Heard about your letter of week's notice. Congrats. Thank you. I turned that in on yesterday. I'm free. Oh, I'm not free yet. I'm free after 2 weeks. You finished the streaming? Let's go. Do you have a good time? I really want to play Look Outside, so I can't watch your streams of it because I want to play it. It's the struggle of the stringer. Is when somebody else stringing a game and you want it to have it to play it, you can't look at them with your eyes because they're playing it. What's up with that? It's the bedroom. Maybe the bedroom will be connected to a so specially closet. The past year with you, Jack playing in Stars in Time? Yeah. No. It's really hard. You don't know who to talk to or beat up. Beat up everybody. Jag called you a mean name, so you lurked and napped? Jag, how could you? Bullying? Bullying jam? You start your next job Saturday. Let's go. No rest for you. Couldn't be me. I'm taking, at least 2 weeks off as a break. Three weeks. No, 2 weeks minimum. You don't remember? You did. You did it. Jam's out here making up fake history. Kind of cruel if you think about it. Sledgemer. And funny shoes. I really hope that... The kennel! Oh shit, we should have gotten the dig spots. Who gaslight you so hard if you wanted? Did you know that, Hi! 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 Hi, puppy! Hi, puppy! Are you munching? Pet that dog. I love the doggy. Uppy. Hi. 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 No. Hi, Uppy. Cute cat. Do you see that spin? Wait, did the spin make it Waddle Dee Wednesday? I could dig here if I had a shuffle, which it should have given me in my special thing. Cat. Now what is this?
Meow.
I thought it was maybe part of the weird room puzzle.
Yo.
Oh, what's the chess piece in here? Is there one? Oh. Ow. Oh. Ow. Yeah, I turned in my 2 weeks notice yesterday. I had an hour-long conversation. Nuh-uh. I'm gonna go around and see if we can maybe get a better path upwards from the entrance hall. And also smash this while we're in here. Ooh, I like the lockpick kit. Had an hour-long conversation with my boss. I feel very bad for leaving them on account of I do a lot of work and now they're gonna have to do it, but also I don't want to do that work no more. Did they convince you to stay? They did not. I'm set on leaving. I basically told them, I said, like, even if you double my salary and let me work fully remote, I can't be here anymore. It's so bad. The secret word thing updates automatically. Yeah, I set up some code that makes it do that automatically. Oh yeah, pail was set to go off if you said pail or bucket. Do you remember that dream? It's not your problem anymore in 2 weeks. That's what's actually keeping me going, because things keep popping up and I'm like, I don't have to worry about this anymore. I'm gonna do my very best, my very darndest. I'm gonna do everything that I can. I'm gonna pick the chapel. I'm not gonna go in it, but just in case. I'll take security. Try being 2 days away, you're just like, man, whatever. I'm doing my very best. I feel really bad because we have a new hire starting tomorrow. And I'm gonna have to be the one to like train him. And I'm gonna do my best to not be like, bye. This place sucks. Bye. You're trying really hard to remember what was in the bucket that you ate in the dream. You're glad it was recorded in such a medium. Incredible. Did all your month's work with a week to spare? You thought you wanted to make sure you got shit done. I'm just so over this company. The new hire starts tomorrow. I normally work from home on Thursdays, but they set his start date to be Thursday, and I'm the only one who can come in to help set him up and train him and stuff. So that's bullshit, and that's part of the reason I'm quitting. But even, like, I messaged my branch manager. I had to message my branch manager like an hour before going home because I realized they never told me what time he's coming in. And I said, hey, by the way, new guy's coming in tomorrow, right? What time? Just like, sometimes they start people on a half day for their first day. And the manager was like, 8 a.m. I said, oh, my start time's 8:30. Did you want me to come in early? Would have been nice if you could. I didn't say this part, but would have been nice if you had maybe given me any advance notice or communicated what's supposed to happen. Like if you're making me do this responsibility, like come on. And like I would have come in early, but they were like, oh, oops. No, don't worry. You could just come in your normal time. I'll set them up for the first half hour. But even then, I'm just like... And you wonder why I'm leaving. Hi, Uncle Punch. Welcome in. I hope you are having a Wembles Day. And you wonder why I'm leaving. You wonder why I said there's a communication problem at this company, and it's makes things very difficult. Very difficult and bad. Sorry, I already guessed the word. I already squeeze every bit out of work out of me. Like, the company that I work for is actually, compared to a lot of other companies, it's really not that bad. It's really not that bad. It's just, like, shittily run, but they're doing their best. He's being promoted to customer. I'm being promoted to... I'm losing the employment debuff and gaining the debuff of unemployed. They're different. Leaving, I'm so fucking done with this company. Yeah, I turned in my letter of resignation. They had to tell all of my team today they wanted to wait a little bit to make sure they didn't scare everybody, and then they would all quit. We stan you, Ify. Thank you. Thank you. Wish that were me. You want your discount? I just want to sleep. I want to sleep for a very long time. I need to go into a cocoon, or perhaps a chrysalis, or perhaps a crystal of some kind. Apple. How long was your commute? Honestly, not that bad. It was if there's no traffic, it's 10 minutes, but there's always traffic. So it's closer to like 20 to 30. Can we get Ify in a crystal prison for 200 years, please? And thank you. Laboratory. Yeah. You tell Janet in accounting you couldn't stand her stories about her husband? No. I did no... Oh... Let's just go ahead and turn those right back up, actually. Because I am a responsible and professional adult, I'm not throwing a tantrum. I'm not gonna drop the ball, even though I don't need to be responsible for the ball anymore. I'm gonna do all my work the best I can. I'm gonna take notes the best I can. I'm gonna something put you over the edge, you never enjoyed working there. So this job actually, when I first started, it wasn't so bad. It's just like, I enjoy the work that the position's supposed to be doing, but they keep moving me towards essentially managerial work. Let me tell y'all. I joined this job. It's a job in like billing, which is accounting adjacent. I type numbers into a computer all day. It's great. I love numbers. I love computer. I love spreadsheet. This, for whatever reason, our company does all communication and file sharing and stuff through email. So there's 3 trillion emails, but I don't have to worry about most of them. It's fine. It's great. If there's a problem, I go up to my manager or whatever. And it's all great and good. COVID happens. Extra good. I get to work from home, remote. I'm so really good at it. I'm more productive than I've ever been in my entire life. Everything's like that. The world's in a state of chaos, but for me, personally, it's great and amazing, and I love it. They get tired of COVID. It's not over, but they get tired of it, so they make people start coming back into the office. Less fun, less good, but whatever. They let me work hybrid remote, so some days from home, some days not from home. I guess that's fine, whatever. Slowly they decrease my number of days working from home. Gross, whatever. But the thing that's the problem is, at some point they promoted me to a, do I remember which one my quote is? Is it this one? No, that's thumbs up. They promote me to a supervisor. And I'm told when I'm promoted to supervisor, our department had a manager and another lady who had been supervisor for longer than me. And I was told, like, oh, your job's not going to change very much. You're just going to give them a little extra support, and you're going to be able to, like, sign off on people's timesheets when you need a supervisor's signature on it or whatever. I say, okay, great. My salary's getting, like, they get a little extra boost in my salary, get a little, whatever, it's fine. I don't really care about the title. I'm not good at managerial work, but I'm told I'm not going to have to do any, like, actual, like, people managing. And I'm already, even before this, like, people come ask me questions about things that they don't understand. I'm like, it's basically just this. And it's all fine and dandy for a little bit, but then, our department manager, starts having really bad health problems with, like, her back. So she has to go out on medical leave and get, like, surgery and stuff. And it's me and this other supervisor who's basically taking over her duties in the meantime. And it's like, okay, honestly, we were helping her with a lot of this anyway. It's fine. It's temporary. I know, poor woman. She's so sweet too. And we're like, fine, we can do that. No problem. But her issues end up being more serious and more permanent. So she was on medical leave for like years and then eventually came back, but only working half days and remotely. So she ended up getting, I guess, demoted or like asking to no longer do the manager stuff and just be like regular employee because she could only be there half days and only be remote. And at this point, what a good company should have done is spoken to me and the other supervisor and say, hey, we're going to promote one of you to manager. But they never did that. We just kept doing that. And the problem is the other supervisor also ended up with health issues and had to work fully remote. She's at least working full time, but I think it was something like really bad vertigo, so she couldn't drive. And this is the problem so she's still doing her work. She's still doing a pretty good job working from home, working remote. All of our other, like, members of our team have been there a while, so everybody's more or less self-sufficient, but nobody has any problem-solving skills except for me and the other supervisor lady. So whenever there's a problem, they bring it to us. But because I'm the only one physically capable of coming into the office, a lot more of it gets pushed onto me. And I hate it. I cannot be a manager. I cannot be responsible for other people. I can help. I can support. I can do my own work and be really, really efficient and really, really fast. But because they want me to help everybody else with their problems, they keep taking away the work that I'm really good and really accurate and really fast with and giving it to these other people. And then the other people, I love them, but they fucking suck. So they do it really slow and they make mistakes, and the mistakes take longer to fix than they would have if I had just done it myself in the first place. And 2 years of this and no discussion of anything, no like, hey, what do you think about being a manager? Like, not even that, just, I would have told him no. I would have told him, don't fucking make me a manager. Make the other supervisor a manager. If he dropped the F-bomb, I curse all the time. I've said every curse word. Pants. But they really are quitting. It's, because as far as like shitty jobs go, it's not as bad as a lot of jobs. There's some things I really appreciate about this company. I appreciate not the P word, not the pants word. I really appreciate how well they handle, how flexible they are with people who have like medical issues. So they're instead of just firing their employees, they're letting them work from home. Or they let people call out sick, or take off time when they need to like take care of family members and stuff, and they're really chill about that. But it's just it's a very big company and the organization is a mess, and it's a company that makes me feel really stupid for trying, because no matter how hard I try, everybody else just kind of drops the ball or doesn't care. And then it ends up making more problems, and then they need to fix those problems, and then it comes to me to fix the problems, and I don't want to do it anymore. I don't wanna. Do you try to explore moving to a different branch or department? For the past year or so, that's what I was kind of hoping, because it's such a big company. They have a lot of branches in the US. I was thinking this would be a good way to get out of California, because maybe I could like transfer to the Seattle branch or transfer to the like Chicago branch. But I don't think. The problem is it's not just the people at this branch, just the organization and the way the company is run on a whole is bullshit. Also, I'm really mad they wouldn't let me listen to music wearing earbuds for the entire 7 years I was there. That was my only request. That was my only demand is, hey, can't we just have one earbud in the office instead of the rule being you have to play music out loud? So I had to sew speakers into a hat in order to listen to my music, which is stupid. It's stupid that I have to wear the stupid music hat. Please, 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 please. And the other thing that sucks is other departments in the same building and other branches do just use headphones anyway. But I've said it before, there's a snitch. There's a snitch in my department or in my branch or something. So anytime I'm pretty sure it's in my department. Anytime one person in our department like wears headphones, they tattle, and then we get the company-wide announcement that's like, don't forget, you're not allowed to wear headphones. Let's nuke them, please. Did you consider breaking your leg and working from home every day? A little bit, honestly. Because like, it's not a shitty company in that they're not like breaking the law. They're not like making people skip their lunch breaks to work. They kind of are. Some people, they're not making them, but some people are working through their lunch. There's like a handful of people at that company who are workaholics, and I see people come in at like 6 a.m. and leave at 9, and I say, what are you, like 9 p.m., and I'm like, what are you doing? They want people to work so much overtime, and you don't have to, but instead of hiring new people, yeah, it's just like, it's a decent company for the most part, but just the communication is bad and the structure is bad and they don't know how to follow through. They keep trying to be like, oh, we'll do this, we'll start on this project and then that'll help fix things. And then I try to tell them we don't have time to do that. You've set an unrealistic deadline. Can we maybe figure out a way to like shift things around so that we can actually do this? Or is there like anything else they can do? And then they don't follow up or do anything. Stuck in traffic coming home from work at 7:30 p.m. Like if I hit the gas, I crush my left foot hitting that truck. Little bit. Can't say I haven't had those thoughts. But that's why I'm leaving. That's why I'm not gonna work there anymore. That's why after August 5th, I'm never looking back. Never going back. I think I could have stayed there if if a few things were different, it might have been different. But it's bad. I'm never going back. Let's do an experiment. Immediately set your steps to 40, gain 1 key, add a small chest to the entrance hall. Gain 1 key for every 2 hallways in your house. I'm gonna just say immediately add a small chest. I don't think I have 2 hallways right now. I know you got whatever comes next. You got your She They Bat pin today. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, my plan right now is I have a decent amount of savings, so I'm not scared yet. I'm gonna take at least 2 weeks, take at least until my birthday and just not worry about anything. It's crazy the things that I'm excited to do. I'm excited to clean my apartment because I just haven't had time to that. I'm excited to maybe watch a movie. I'm excited to play video game. You blew it all in gas station scratch cards on a stream. How much is a gas station scratch card? Is this like a $1, a $5, a $10, $20? What are we talking about? You can watch Happy Gilmore 2. Don't even need to watch the first one. Just watch the second one immediately. That's the whole range? Oh, okay, so they are different kinds. Boiler room? Well, none of those are the boiler room. But the dark room might be connected. So that's pretty good. You have excellent news to share as well. What that news? What that news? Is this one connected? This one's not connected. Corky, you want to nuke with your mind powers leaving 1 week? Let's go. I don't know what the Chamber of Mirror, how to do the Chamber of Mirrors. I kind of want to figure it out. I feel like I'm supposed to be able to enter from the front or the back or the side. But I don't quite understand how. That opens that. I think maybe I can get in from these rooms now. Ooh, I like that. I like keys. This is fine. Yippee! It's gonna be dark. Oh shit, wait. Oh. This is a gamble. I don't like that it's a gamble. So these aren't actually mirrors. It's just glass. Okay.
Niasunkover says nerd THATS all you are nerds.
Oh my
Can
God.
we have the candy please?
Give the candy. Please. Wait. Candy. Hi, Nia. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for these beautiful sounds. For real good songs. I have enough savings that I can chill for all of August, and then I'm gonna try to lock into the job hunt. And as long as I can get a job before the end of the year, we're so good. Preferably within 3 months, because then otherwise I have to do something funky with healthcare. They got rid of the thing that where you have to like pay a fine if you don't have healthcare, except not in California. So if I don't have healthcare, I'm gonna have to pay a fine. But the healthcare when you're not employed is really expensive. So we'll figure that out. But as long as I got a job before the end of the year, I'm golden. After that, I'm still okay for a little bit, but that's where it gets scary. That's where it gets so scary. Surely a gem requirement room won't be a dead end, right? Fuck. Wait. The foundation. It's not over. It's not over. We have the key card. You can't get a catastrophic health plan if you're 30 plus? I don't know if they have that in California. Hold on. If you're younger than 30, you can buy additional health plan called minimum coverage plan, known as catastrophic coverage. 3 doctor visits or urgent care. 30 or older can buy catastrophic coverage if they apply for affordability or general hardship exemption. Yeah. 30 plus, you ain't worth saving anymore. 30 plus, you should know better. No, I was looking and it's basically like California, you are allowed, gems for coins, keys for gems. No, we don't need that. And I think you're a special washer if you're connected to power. You're allowed 3 months without healthcare, I think. Allowed 3 months without healthcare, before you have to pay a fine when you do your taxes. And I could just buy some kind of healthcare, but it's kind of expensive. So we'll see. If I'm lucky, I'll get a job. I'll rest for a month, get a job within 2 months. Nothing is bad or scary ever. Everything's coming up iffy. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna need all of you to channel your luck into my bones. Could probably get something with your work experience. Yeah, my goal is try to be a little picky choosy at first, see what I can do. And if it gets going too long, I'm just gonna go through temp agencies. Because again, temp agencies, when you're a temp, you don't usually get benefits. So I wouldn't have health care, but at least I'd be employed again and have an income, so they'll be fine. CEO of emails. You're comfortable for a bit, you can afford to, yeah. We'll be a little picky choosy at first, just a select few part-time jobs that actually offer health insurance, like Lowe's. I don't want to do, because there's a difference between temp work and part-time. Part-time is when you're not working the full, 8 hours. Temp is the way companies cheat the system so that they don't have to give full-time employees benefits. It's because you're technically not an employee of the company. You are an employee of the temp agency. It's weird. It's weird. So, you get a salary and you generally get, I think when I was a temp, I didn't have any benefits. I know some people when they were temps got, a couple sick days at least. Yeah, basically contractor work is what it is. We could do the parlor. We can get our funny gems. All statements that contain the word gems are false. I think that's a lie. This box contains the gems. This box is not empty. Wait. This has to be false, because otherwise then that means that this is true, which means this is false. So that means statements that contain the word it's in the not empty. So well, here's the thing is one of these has to be lying. One of these has to be the truth. The other one could be a lie or the truth. I don't think this one can be true. Because by being true, it would mean it's false. So this has to be a lie. So this box is nothing. So this box contains gems. This box is not empty. One of you is a truth and the other one is a lie. If you're telling the truth, then the gems are in here. And you're a liar, and that's fine. If you're telling a lie, then you're telling the truth and the gems are in here. I'm gonna try this one. 'Cause I think that's what the trick of this is. Might be wrong. Might be so wrong. Nope, we're gaming. We're basically gaming. Yahoo! Yahoo! I like math. I like math. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Fired out WAV. 11. 30. Oh, I will take a sippy of my delectable night's coffee. If the liar is the player and the truth is you are the villain all along. We could be. We could have kidnapped our own mom. Babble, babble, be-da, be-bo, bo-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. We gotta get the egg. Good image. Thank you, I drew that one. That one's also good image. Egg. The egg was in the truth box the whole time. Here's how him can still win.
Tint 54 327 says please clap.
Please clap. Please clap. And the truth was in the egg box. An egg is a box without any locks. What's the Lord of the Riddlings? I am a box with no hinges or locks. And inside a golden treasure is hid. What am I? I'm an egg. You're catching a cold. Fix you. Oh no, you have to get better. You have to get better before Saturday because we have to do the obon. We have to go eat shaved ice. So fast. Egg. Uh-huh. Wait. Don't know what you're talking about. What about you? What about you? What about you? I accidentally clicked the YouTube link. We have to start over. I accidentally clicked the YouTube link. Hi, Window Maker. Welcome and welcome in.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. We have to start over. What YouTube is this even? It's a Teto song. I don't think you're telling the truth. Nobody would admit about having the egg. Hoo-hoo. How about you? How about you? How about you? Do you know anything about eggs? We got the egg. So to make the kind of sick where you don't have to go to work, but you get home, Jiva. You have to shoot first 3? I don't think I did that. I get the pepper. Sick, no work, but sick can still do fun stuff. Real. There's like a, anyway, this is 30 divided by 10 is, wait. No, minus 10 minus 11 is 9. 20, 38. Huh? It's 38 no, 38 minus 18 is 20. 2 times 20 is 40. Wait. Two. Is purple not multiplication? Purple's division. Pink is multiplication. 2, 4, 40, 22. Give me my goods. You hate PT Cruisers? This is important lore you should all know. You saw one today. Why do you hate PT Cruisers? Is it just the way they look? Is it because of how bulbous they are? Saw PT Cruiser today and interrupted your mom to point at it and say it's ugly. You're sick, please forgive me. Get unsick now. Nobody tell Kia I called them Kia. I have keys, but I'm gonna hop back over to the foundation and go south style. Drawing room's pretty bigly. Someone get you sick? You miss having a cold? No. I will never get sick again. I'll probably get sick again, but today I will not be getting sick, thank you.
Hank.
Hank. Oh, because of the Chamber of Mirrors. Let's do hallway. Wait, no, we can redraw. Let's do it. It's free. It's free and allowed. One door for each fancy room in the house. We have 1, 2... 2. Cold fetish? You can't pass it. You put the sickness in the machine. You have to put the sickness in the... I don't think I've gotten the mechanarium yet. So let's try it. It doesn't cost any money. Insane words are being said. Whoa. It's kind of funky. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Do bedroom. The wolf hat. I need to be able to get down to the Chamber of Mirrors. Oof. I don't need more keys. I do need more gems. What did everyone think of Pim's new eyes? Pim, like, smiley friends? Let's do pantry, because that'll have a snack for me, and I also need a snack. Still need to watch it. Wait, are there new episodes out? Did they start a new season? Does Pim have brand new eyes? I'm scared. What if it doesn't let me go all the way through? I want to solve the The... Hoo-hoo. No new episodes yet, but they did eye reveal. What do they mean by this? Dropped a new video on YouTube. I've never seen anybody's eyes before ever. Please. Fuck. I wanted it to be different. Let's get a breakfast nut. Let's get some delicious bacon and eggs. And a key. I wanted to solve the mirrors puzzle. They didn't let me solve the mirrors puzzle. They're mean to me. They're bullying me. They're bullying me and mean to me. I can also hang on to the wind-up key. Charlie talks to Pim like Uncle talks to you. Oh. Well? Huh. Yeah, okay. Spimbzen. Please click yours first. Bomber bim bim. Yippee! I also click the YouTube video. It's real. This is what it really looked like real. You're not pranking at me. You're not joking. Don't click the other one. Wait, we've already seen... Wait. Am I gonna get in trouble?
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah, not much. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Am I gonna get in trouble for this?
Different? You look like a little bit. Something's different.
Looks exactly the
Finally
same.
got the eye surgery that I always wanted to get. Yeah, my eyes always bothered me, so got them changed.
Wow, I had no idea that you were ever insecure about that.
I was, yeah, deeply.
Really? That's so crazy to me because I always thought your eyes were like the most iconic part of your look besides the hair. It was like, oh, one eye's big, one eye's small, sort of a thing.
Why didn't you ever say that?
Why? I don't know. I didn't think I had to say that.
You need a nose.
So
I say as someone who doesn't have a nose.
I mean, is there anything that you could do to like?
You've seen Uncle say these exact things to pass after his surgery. It happened. I saw it happen.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't.
Sorry.
Incredible. I could have eyes. I'm gonna hold on to this. Wait, I don't have a nose command? I can have a nose. How? Whoa. I could be a maid. That's glasses. There's my nose. You knows it. Conference room. I guess we could do that. Conference rooms. Conscious room. It's a room color of your choice. I don't think that would work. I need food. But we can get gems. Titty me wee. See, I kind of want to have the nose too. Or not the way I have the nose. Look at glasses. This is my new look. I hope you like it. Glasses, nose, teeth, maid outfit, wolf hat, bald, no hair. New work, new look. Take that. Free gem. I guess we go back up to the billiard room. I can't dig anything. We got the beautiful kennel and we can't even dig. You look like a whole new Ify. You look like basically a completely different person than Ify is. Wait, still seems too difficult. I could use the special key to get a special room. Boiler room. Pantry against powerful, but let's do boiler. Wheeler. A Ferris Bueller. Gotta be the breakfast nook. Because these are dead ends. And we get another delicious yummy nummy breakfast. Thank you. I turned the security keys way up. So I'm come we don't get it. The security doors. Shovel! When you enter the ballroom, set your diamonds to 2. I'm gonna lose all of these diamonds, but I don't care. I wanted to see if we could do something with this Panammer. We can't. Clara and Simon. This is kind of a small ballroom, actually, if you think about it. You can't do all that much dancing in here. Ding. I forgot about the cool dog trick. They unlock all the doors. Adjust the rarities. Yeah? Put a new request for the sound. Oh shit, I'm just seeing the bat. It's a good bat.
I'm on a cell phone. It's real big, like the 80s.
And this trigger when you say phone or cell phone. I don't think I'm gonna have it trigger every time somebody says phone or cell phone, but maybe exclamation point phone. Hi Finchy, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I think we could do exclamation point phone.
Like the 80s?
Imbot commands. No, sound. Duplicate. Call this one phone.
I'm on a cell phone. It's real big. Like the 80s.
Like the 80s?
You are not one being. Hi, Kai. Welcome in, welcome in. Like the 80s real. I had a sort of big phone once. It wasn't that big. Put that anywhere. Okay. 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 Now triggers on exclamation point cell phone or exclamation point phone. Take your night meds already, or you're like, why do I feel unfun and tired on account of the tired pills?
I'm on a cell phone. It's real big. I'm on a cell phone. It's real big. Like the 80s.
Like the 80s?
I'm on a cell phone. It's
I'm on a
real
cell
big.
phone. It's
Like
real
the
big.
80s.
Like the 80s?
I'm on a cell
Incredible
phone. It's
sound,
real
thank you.
big. Like the 80s.
Look at buying a big 80s cell phone. There's people on eBay selling them for $25,000.
I'm on a cell phone.
I'm
It's
on a
real
cell
big.
phone. It's
Like
real
the
big.
80s.
Like the 80s?
I think this is where the run ends. Killer, killer, fish, 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 fish.
I'm on a cell phone. It's real big. I'm on a cell phone. It's real big.
It's real big. Like the 80s?
Do you know why they call it pineapple upside down cake? It's because you flip it upside down when you serve it. When you bake it, you put the pineapple on the bottom and you make the cake, and then when you flip it, the pineapple goes on the top.
I'm on a cell phone.
It's
real
like the
big.
80s.
Like the 80s.
Jam has become suspiciously quiet since you got here. It's almost like you and Jam are the same person. It's because you pine apple upstew. Gulp or what can we combine shoes with? Pick sound amplifier.
Like the 80s?
Yo! You're now a car? Vroom vroom? I think we have to start this one over. I don't think there's anything else to be done. Love is blooming in the Ify chat. Wholesome hymn moment. A small smooch on the forehead just for you. We're gonna start tomorrow with a lot of gems. I need that pump room. We need it. We need to drain the fountain. We need to drain the reservoir. We need to change our chest power. Ayu. I can't believe it was the 15-year anniversary of that video the other day. July 17th. I don't remember if that's the correct day or not. 15 years of Ayu. Ayu. I don't really know what making a wish does, but I wish it every time. I love to wishing it. What the hell? You found your first webkins? The plush or the website? Let's do shelter. I don't particularly like the trader. Maybe there's a meta for it, but I don't know it. This one, we can unlock all of the doors if we do an experiment, and it protects us from evil, so it's pretty good. You asked your mom how old she thought I was when you got it. She said 6. That's kind of crazy. Is Webkins is old enough to vote? My Neopet is old enough to vote. My Neopet's gonna be old enough to smoke a cigar. A cigart, if you will. Let's just do corridor. I think we need her ladies' chambers. Security's fine. Hi, Pip Pat. Security's fine. I'm just gonna leave it. Gonna leave it as is. We go the parlor. We solve the parlor puzzle. We don't even need to solve the parlor puzzle. We have a lot of gems. We can solve it later. Coat. Check. Chapeau. Panty. This one. We're protected from red. Like your first Webkins, which you don't own anymore, is nearly old enough to drink. Never owned a Webkins, that's why you're so dark and twisted inside. Me too, honestly. I've never played a Webkin, I've never owned a Webkin, I've never been a Webkin. Now this is what I'm here for. We can try for chess. We can try for chess. Now that we've got her ladies' chamber, I'm gonna need a key to get in that. Also. But we can get all our good chess pieces. We can get all our very good chess pieces. Wait. Did walk-in closet unlock something? I think it did. I gain something if I do the walk-in closet. Why are you breaking into someone's personal key? Thank you. Diary, that seems kind of mean. Well, she's super dead. I don't actually know if she's dead or not. Oh yeah, 3 free gem. Did I not get anything else? What is this? Salt? Salt in your closet? Walk-in closet unlocks homosexual. Why would you keep salt in your closet? Walk-in closets, the home of sexual. Her boyfriend has a walk-in closet? I used to. Wait. I have a key. I have a key! I need a special key? Where is it? Under the bed? Huh? Huh? Moved to his brother's old room and his brother's gates of baby fidget still right? A home of sexual. Walk-in gaming closet is pretty popular. Popular is not the word that I wanted. Pretty powerful. We're protected from red. Wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. Have you made it to room 46 yet? No. I wanna. I'd like to be there in room 46. I would love nothing more than it. Yeah, okay. Can I sledgehammer the diary? Your closet is a space under the attic stairs, so it's not large at all. It is weird shaped and no window. When I lived with my parents, I had a walk-in closet, but it wasn't like a actual walk-in closet. It wasn't very big. Like, you could walk into it, but you couldn't, like, walk around in it. Let's do this. You can crawl in any closet, I think. Courtyard's pretty good. Just to check if there's any items in here. No. The door to the attic is in your bedroom. Nobody's allowed in the attic except for you. I don't have a shuffle. But I got a lot of coins. Dog rat. Master bedroom. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. Wait. No. Because we can't actually do the foundation because I'm gonna do this and gamble on we're gonna get the key card. Because there's still some doors we can go through towards the beginning. And this is the one that has the king in it, yeah? Or am I mistook? Chess piece? Master bedroom doesn't have a chess piece? choo choo. Wait. I feel like I missed some very important messages. Closet with a window? That's not a closet. If it has a window, I don't think it is a closet. 10:30 at night and the temperature is 87? That's not correct. Make it less. Smaller number. Watch your stream for the nuggets of wisdom. Down to the attic is your bedroom. Ceiling hatch to the attic is in your closet. Dog rat. To put a brick against it, you're paranoid someone lived in your attic on the door was slightly ajar. Turns out it was just old because the air pressure in the room was changing. That would be scary if there was just a guy up there. This game looks very luck-based. You got lucky with the items in one run, got up to 46. Yeah, we've been through this a lot. The problem is, we need to find a lever. We need to find a specific... Wait, actually, wait. No, is room 46 the chamber? Or the antechamber? No. Sorry. Wait. Yeah, no, we haven't made it to room 46. We made it to the chamber at the very back. But we need to be able to open the door, and we can't open the door. We know the lever's underground, but we can't get to the right part of the underground. Because we needed the... pump room? I think. All right. We go. This way. If we can get the security key. It's not over. If we can't get the security key, it's over. Or, if we can get the lab, we can do the funny shelter thing. And be okay. Why do you have a nose? All the better to smell her. ABC always be smelling. Drawing room good?
Wow!
Boiler room. Yes. The pump only shows up when you get the pool. I don't even know if the pool can be this far forward in the house. Him ignoring Atlas reel. Let's redraw. Oh! Actually, we can do this. And it's okay. We can just turn the key cards off. And the dark room. What does that say? Cabinet? I don't know how to use the switch there. You can shake him, it's allowed. You can shake him a little bit. The door's upstairs. Time for the big shake. Let's do storeroom. Key. Gem. Money, 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 money. You know, it's not actually over. We can still get the pool and the pump. It's still possible to get the pool and the pump. I guess we just do closet. This one. I look at the beautiful stars. Money. Steps. Apples. Kia. Oh! Jam called you Kia instead of Kai. I thought it was, Kia instead of Nia. I guess we can go to our armory. I don't need that. Don't need that. I'll take that. Because then we've got the knight, and we've got the knight, and we've got the queen, and the... We just need the king. We can get the study or the office. I believe the king is in there. Ka-chow! Think Lightning McQueen ever considered loving another man? Do you think Lightning McQueen considered loving another car? Another man car? Another car man? Go. Wait. Oh, I have to use the security room. But it's okay because we have the security room. From San Diego. San Diego. San Diego. Killer fish from San Diego. San Diego. San Diego. Killer fish, San Diego. Where am I? I'm lost. Killer fish. Fish, 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 fish. What car would Ify be?
It's real big, like the 80s.
Like the 80s?
I think we answered this a couple streams ago and I don't remember. Carman San Diego, you forgot! Killer fish, fish, fish from San Diego. Hi. Unlocked. Killer fish, fish, fish from San Diego. Killer fish, 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 fish. Killer fish from San Diego. 2005 Toyota Sienna. Sounds about right. I think that's probably correct. Think would be Dragula, just like from the song. Burn all the riches and count 50 stitches and sing with the witches, you're Dracula. I wasted a lot of steps doing this, but maybe we'll get dinner. Would I be? You would be Atlas. I don't know nearly enough about a cars. Prius. Nobody would be... Come on!
Wow.
I have to turn it off and on again? Hold on. If power is lost. I have to go all the way back again. Should have left it off, but it didn't let me open the door. I leave it off, right? I don't need to turn it back on? And now it'll be unlocked? On account of the order of operations? Who would be a Volkswagen Beetle? I wish it were me, but I know it's not true. But okay, there we go. Dark room is fine. Kitchen might be important. Unprotected, and I turned the power off. I'm gonna try this. We're just gonna try this. Office. That's got the king in it. Right? I think. Is that all of our funny guys? Wait, does it? Yes. Do we need the rook? We haven't gotten the breakfast nook yet, right? We've got the bishop, we've got the king, we've got the queen, we've got the knight and the knight. I do think we still need... I do think we still need the rook. Pawns we've definitely got. Salad. Many streams ago you mentioned a few of the things you really hate in PT Cruisers and Mormo salad. Do not eat them. Do not eat them. We're gonna need some keys. But not like this. Salad. Unfortunately, not like this. No. I don't have a shovel. I do need dinner. Please. No! Surely someone dropped a key somewhere. Somewhere. The biggest tragedy is that I don't think we got the rook. None of these rooms have a rook, right? Can I cheat? Can I Google rook rooms? Think it might be over. Think it might be Jover. Think it might be honey and clover. Never even found the chess piece side quest. Do you ever see someone in a PT Cruiser eating Mormon Jello salad? Know that it ain't you. That's what you do to hide. I'm gonna cheat. Blueprints, rook rooms. Wait, no, I don't wanna. Okay, yeah, I don't have any of the ones that have. Take my bench money. Well, darn. Jank PT Cruisers and egg price inflation, gross Jello salads of Mormon creation, chips with no dips and guitars with no strings. These are a few of my hatedest things. Honey clover break soul. If I had just one key. I assume you barely even scratched the surface. It's kind of crazy. I'm gonna call it a day. We're gonna call it and we're gonna start over. Scrat. Scrat. Rat. That's kind of crazy that you got to room 46 without doing like all these puzzles and seeing all these rooms. Ah. You probably didn't find all of the letters then. And the lore. Be-doo-be-dop-dee. Skibidi-bidi. Wait, I just noticed Teto, him, and the Miku. That's really good. They look really good. Look at them there. The two of them. Tombst. Friends. I do another too because you upgraded Parlor to Funeral Parlor. Do you want to try it out? I think when I upgraded Parlor, I just gave it another gem. Scat, man, skibidi bidi bop bidi dop. You didn't find any letters? You didn't open any safes? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. We're gonna get a shovel. It's gonna be great. This reminds you, you have a note in your phone of just random drawing ideas as they come. Good to do. That way you don't forget them. Tried opening the office safe, but the code that was in the conference room didn't work. It was a lie. It was a lie to you. They lying at you. One of your most recent ads is him and the Vocaloid magnet. That's powerful. I'll do chapel. We'll do commissary and hope there's a shovel in here. Is there a shovel in here? Yes! Now, if we can just get... If we can just get, this works. If we can just get the kennel, this will be so powerful. Doggies, please. Well, that's not doggies. Doggies, please. These aren't doggies. But if you stream drawing those ideas, you could do it. It would absolutely be swell or peachy. I like the dye. I like to having the dye. Clocks. Aquarium, yes. Key. Gem. Dig. Terp. Doggies, please. Code check might be pretty good. We can get our coat check. Ding, ding, ding. Give me my funny bracelet. We'll put it back later. But now we don't gotta worry about no gem. I think dogs might be more common on the other side. I think dogs are a West House invention. You're taking the football away from Finchy? Why would you do that? You're making Finchy trip and fall and die and cry and die? Bullying? Mean? Cruel? Evil? Free jump? Trophy room free, thank you. Pool though, wait, no, pool though. Forget the trophy room. I don't care about the trophy room. It's just got a lot of gems, but I don't even need the gems. I need the pumps. I need the pump room. I need the pump room. I need the pump room. I guess we can get breakfast nook. I guess that's kind of nice. You're addicted to Donkey Kong, help. I'm so excited to be able to play the new Donkey Kong as soon as I don't have a job anymore. It's gonna be so nice. It's gonna be so nice. I'm gonna have time. Music room's pretty big. Quitting for better pastures. I sure am. I handed in my 2 weeks notice yesterday. Secret garden key. One major, one minor. When you're free from employment, that'll mean streams every day, right? Probably not every day, but I might stream a little bit more. Passageway, don't mind if I do. The pump doesn't have to be connected to the pool, right? Hello from browsing. How's you enjoying your favorite game of 2025? Got to 46 yet? Haven't got to 46 yet. I'm getting some I need to be able, I think I need to get the lever underground, but I don't have access to that yet. We've gotten to the antechamber a couple times. Yeah, let's do the observatory. I think we can maybe try for... I think we can maybe try for the chess puzzle this time. You found the secret garden key when you were and proceeded to just win since you already had the foundation and drain the fountain. Yeah, I'm trying to get the pump room right now to drain the fountain. I also kind of want to drain the reservoir if I can. But that needs the pump room and the boiler room. I see how you've done so much without getting to 46. It's basically bullying me if you think about it. It's kind of basically bullying me if you thinking about it. Oh, let's get our light Barbie. You only got the pump room once? Just the one time and it was all you needed? I've gotten the pump room a couple times, but what did we do with it? We did something. We drained the pool once. We drained the pool once, and... we moved some stuff around. It's not the winning run, but the fountain stayed drained. Yeah. You're still not used to the nose? We can remove it. That's my teeth. There we go. Uh-oh. Wait. Wait. Uh-oh. I'm not moving. I'm not pushing the moving buttons. I'm only moving the mouse. I'm stuck walking left. What did I do? Uh-oh. Hold on. If I tab out and get back in, are we okay? Yes, we're okay. The left walker. Default Ivy reel. At least we've got a new book we can read. The Curse of Black Bridge by Redford Ewing, perhaps. A true leftist. Forward. The legend of Black Bridge is one that's well known to the people of the Grand Realm, for versions of this tale have been passed down from generation to generation. With each new telling, the story has changed, becoming, over the years, more colorful, more verbose, and, as one might expect, increasingly horrifying. Is this a scary story? Everybody get tucked in. It's midnight, you think you've run out of steps IRL. Get so tucked, get so cozy, get so Betty by times. You've reached the point in the night where everything is sending you over the edge. The Finchy of immense joy and excitement. I've reached the point in, oh shit, now that's Dimmadome. That's Dimmatower. That's a look. That's a look. However, with so many renditions and unique personal touches, the task of confining and binding this tale to text seemed an ambitious and impossible challenge. Over the course of my research, I have heard dozens of variations of the legend, and while the details would often change, I was surprised how much of the story's heart remained the same. Yet the more I listened, the clearer it became that there would never be a definitive version of this capable of capturing all the wonder and myth of the Black Bridge. Ah! Wow, wow, wow! Mims Raid! Hi, Mims! You were playing Deltarune, right? How far did you get? I think I saw in the preview you were creating your character, so you're playing from the very beginning, right? Did you beat chapter 1? Did you play it so fun? Is this your first time playing, or are you replaying for stream? Think midway chapter 1, let's go. Let's go. Deltarune peak game, Peem game, I love it so very much. I am eating, I am munching, I am slurping all of the delicious art that people have been putting on the internet since chapters 3 and 4 came out. It's so good. It's so good. Did you create a good character? You haven't played it? This is your first time? Oh, that rules. I hope you are enjoying. I hope you are having a good old time. I will make sure to not say any spoilers at you. Played chapter 1 when it came out, but not 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or 10. I don't even think there's that many. I think there's supposed to be 7. Gotta go to bed. Hope you have a good rest and lots of streams. Thanks, Juniper. I hope you have a good sleep, good dreams, good bed, good memes, good beams. I hope you get to do so many flips. Deltarune is good, but also kind of bad. I love it so much. Because there's not more of it real. Hi, Chorby. Spoiler, use the arrow keys to move. Spoiler, there's a heart in it. There's a heart in it. The heart? Shape of heart? It's in the game. Triple Baka! Oh my god, it is Triple Baka! Chorby's Neru! Incredible! Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's beautiful, actually. The gang's all here. Spoiler, there's a song midway on chapter 4 that's amazing. Spoiler, there's every single song on the OST is amazing. You only played a bit of Deltarune back when it was called Survey Program. I still think that was the wildest thing that Toby Fox just on Halloween.
Memes versus baka baka baka.
Baka 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 baba. That Toby Fox just dropped a thing called survey program like survey.exe and was just like, nobody say anything. You love your VTuber so much. Thank you. I built it myself. I've got all sorts of things. Survey_program.exe. Yeah. It was the move of all time. Survey program. Yeah, that when the demo for Deltarune first released, Toby Fox just tweeted like, take this survey or whatever. And it was just an exe that you downloaded on your computer. And it was like, everybody booted it up and they were like, oh, huh, it's like a create a character thing, okay. And then you get to the end of it and it's just the whole first chapter, it's just the demo, it's so good. You could get true default Ify with Hat Zero, but why would you destroy the Dimmadome Tower? How sketchy, literally if it was anybody else who posted it, people would be like, this is a virus. Toby Fox dropped survey program and made us sign our souls over to him and everybody was chill with that. Real. It had creepypasta vibes, it's so good. You should play Peak. I really, 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 really want to play Peak very badly. But the problem is that I have been touching... Excuse me? The problem is that I've been touching grass all month and I haven't had any free time to play. I haven't had any I have had free time, but the free time is playing with games. Touching grass, rolling eyes. Listen. I haven't had a day to myself since 4th of July weekend. And after that, and during 4th of July weekend, I was badly sunburnt, so I couldn't really move much. But yeah, I've been literally working Monday through Friday, And then every Saturday, Sunday, I've had stuff. I think maybe, did I have a Sunday off? No. Because 4th of July, I went to the beach, and then that weekend, I did have some time, but I was so sunburnt. And then the 3 weekends since, I had stuff basically all day on Saturday and Sundays. And then this weekend, I have something on Saturday. And I gotta do Sunday laundry. But everybody click that link, by the way. Please go follow Mims. It's so important that you do that. It's so important that you do it. You lost a whole day unexpectedly to survey program because you're like, what? This demo I gotta finish. How long are you gonna be? Yeah, it's a whole game. It's insane. Nobody was expecting. But I am gonna quit. I'm quitting my job, so I'm gonna have way more free time in August. So I might slip some. I was actually thinking of just making August goal of climb the mountain. Quitting your job, yeah, it sucks major dick and balls. I don't want to be there anymore. I don't want to be there anymore, and so I turned in my 2 weeks notice yesterday, and I'm after August 5th is my last day, and then I'm just unemployment, #unemployment. Can you edit your character over the unemployed picture with a drawing of giant Pepsi with a TV remote? I don't know what that is. I would never drink a Pepsi. You can make it a different soda, though. Successfully memed Ify into unemployment. It's been a long time coming. I've basically been saying that I want to quit for years. Yeah, we'll put an Olipop. Put it as an Olipop. I haven't tried an Olipop yet, but maybe by the time I can get around to Doritos, yes. But that's a bottle, not a can. Maybe like a Sprite. Or like a Sunkissed. Want to climb the mountain, has never played Peak. Kai, will you climb the mountain with me? I think August might be my climb the mountain month, where I just try to climb the mountain. He sent you the pic. First job was so bad, then 9 months later you're like, wait, I could quit all along? And you never conceived the option. Highly recommend Apple Olipop. Okay, I'm adding it to consideration. Okay, good. I was like, did I actually add Olipop to my grocery list, or did I just open my grocery list and not actually add anything? Please play Celeste Pizza. I don't know what that is. I played Celeste on my own. We could take a beer bottle into a Doritos. Apple. You never had the apple. Like the orange. Kaifi is a powerful fusion. Kaifi is a powerful fusion. But, I'm quitting my job. August 5th is my last day. I'm gonna take at least 2 weeks, maybe all of August, just to relax and work on my own projects a little bit and clean my apartment and stuff like that. But, after that, I gotta lock in on the job search and find another job, because I do have outdated, almost outdated Ify at work. In a week or so, it'll be outdated. In a couple weeks. It's a rough market. It is. But I'm pretty confident, actually. I'm confident that if I can make it to the interview, I can get hired. But the hard part is getting to the interview. The hard part is having a resume that makes them want to interview you. So I've got a plan, and I've got sort of like backup plans. Now that's me right now. Do my little pony resume. I'm not gonna do that. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm going to apply to some jobs and probably not get any of them for a couple months. I'm just gonna apply to every job that looks good, and nobody's gonna call me back. And then I'm just gonna go to a temp agency and they'll help me get a job. They will help me get a job, and I won't get any benefits, but I will have a salary, and hopefully it'll be a place that isn't shitty like the last one that keeps their people as temps for like 2-3 years before hiring them. I think most places only keep you for like, they keep you as a temp for 6 months and then either decide to hire you or let you go. Favorite pony, go. I'm bad at picking favorites. I don't know who my favorite pony is. But I forgot it's story time. We have to read the scary bridge story. The more I listened, the clearer it became that there could never be a definitive version of this tale capable of capturing all the wonder and myth of Blackbridge. In the end, I chose to write down what felt the most authentic, the story my grandmother told me as a boy long ago. You like cheese sandwich? Kind of Rainbow Dash coated. I do like Rainbow Dash, but the problem is I also like Pinkie Pie, and I also like Fluttershy, and I also like Applejack, and I also like Rarity, and I also like Twilight Sparkle. So why are there... they're all good ponies. You could probably guess that you like Fluttershy. They're good ponies is the problem. Cheese sandwich objectively the best. I forgot, is cheese sandwich a pony? Is that Weird Al's pony? The one who marries Pinkie's Pie? Look up websites for employers near you who does HR and contact them on LinkedIn or and say, hey, you got jobs, but like professionally. God, I don't want to update my LinkedIn, but I'm gonna have to. Animals man like animals pony. We're talking Uma Musume? No. We're talking My Little Pony. I don't know any of the Uma Musumes. I know Gold Ship, but I only know the actual real horse Gold Ship and not the Gold Ship anime girl. I know there is one who's the patron saint of losers, but I don't remember her name. You're the dragon, probably. The baby dragon, Spike. Who's Discord howling at the moon? Your friends used to say you were the purple one, Twilight Sparkle? Did you like reading? Don't know My Little Pony, but you like Weird Al. Talking to people for jobs is way more effective than applying with forms and websites. Yeah, don't worry, I got this. I'll figure it out. I'll get there. Probably what's gonna end up happening is I go through a temp agency. How do urarara? Oh yeah, that's the loser horse. Loser as in she loses her races, not as in she is a loser. Part 1. The Berry Picker from Oris. Many years ago, before peace had become a familiar word, there lived a group of rogues so wayward that the locals deemed it appropriate to call their numbers the Unholy Hounds. They were feral outlaws, composed of society's worst, in a time when society was at its worst, and for each crime that fearful travelers credited to the group, a dozen more lay unclaimed, each worse than the last. For the gentry, however, who often value their coffers more than their companions, no crime could measure more wicked than the group's primary enterprise, high road robbery. One such member of this so-called band of rogues was a boy of 13 years, Jesper, who had not been lucky in life, having lost 2 brothers to war and parents to famine. In the years of hunger that followed, Jesper lived in a gutter behind a churchyard, relying on the nourishment of scurrying bugs and weeds harvested from the cracks of the alleyways to sustain his pitiful existence. It is not surprising that a child aiming to escape such hardship would take any easy road out. An easy and well-traveled road paved with temptations, leading out of the city and into the gentry lands, where loose purse strings entwine with the strands of salvation and glisten equally with the hope of opportunity. It was this road that eventually led Jesper to the end of his youth, a hidden cave at the bottom of Blackbridge Canyon. It was here that he met his surrogate family and saviors, that notorious gang of godless outlaws known as the Unholy Hounds. What could go wrong? Title card. Ify moves to Japan. Ify moves to Nebraska. Despite the hardened circumstances that had led him to this vocation of banditry, Jesper was surprisingly tender-hearted and was often teased by the group for being too kind for such an ignoble life. For this reason, Jesper was assigned the innocent role of berry picker. It was not just innocence that set berry picking apart from the gang's more wicked undertakings, for it was the only duty performed without the safety of night's concealment. Jesper, no stranger to solitude, did not protest that he alone worked while others slept soundly, tucked away in the cave at the bottom of Blackbridge Canyon. On one such occasion, Jesper decided to get an early start. He left the cave, berry basket in hand, and set out to the woods, before the morning sun had even brushed against the tallest treetops. It was colder in the mornings, but the headway dawn afforded meant Jesper could reach the furthermost berry patches without worry of being chastised for tarrying upon his return. Pros of Ivy moves to Nebraska. Much more likely for you to show up. Cons. Ivy cannot take you to the ocean. Everybody's got to come to California so we could touch grass. And by grass, I mean sand. You need to pee, but you're taking the headphones with me? Don't drop the headphones in the toilet, please, and thank you. Not sure where the comparison came from. A mystery. A pony's mystery. It took over 3 hours on foot to reach his destination, and along the way, Jesper had passed by many a familiar bush, all priorly pillaged and so bereft of berries that one would have to dedicate several moments in earnest examination before finding a single one. Jesper was patient, but even his patience has its limits. He was confident that even accounting for the time lost to this long stretch of travel, his efforts would be well worth the pains. Surveying the patches in this new grove surprised even Jesper. The red dots suspended among the leaves seemed as numerous as stars in the sky. Upon seeing such a bounteous sight, he clutched his berry basket tightly and nearly toppled over out of joy. Once he had regained his senses, Jesper quickly made a decision. He would not reveal the location of this newfound treasure. Instead, he would earn the respect of his confederates, who upon seeing his yield might attribute the success to hard work. Smiling at his plan, Jesper set off to fill his basket and was making steady strides in his task when the sound of thundering hooves interrupted him. Just like ponies. There's Tint's headphones, the turlet. Underrated move, moving to South America. The problem with moving, I would love to move. California is expensive and doesn't have enough weather for me. I would love to move, but the problem with moving is you kind of need... You need a source of income to get a place to live. And to have a place to live, you need a source of income. And to get a source of income, you need to have a place to live near that income. And it costs a lot of dollars to move to a place. It's a risky move. I'm doing a slightly less risky move by just quitting my job and staying where I am and trying to find another job around here. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe if somehow I get like a fully remote job, or if the stars align somehow, maybe I will be able to move. I get a weird opportunity, or I apply for a position and then they say, oh wait, you wanted to move to Chicago or Seattle or Nebraska or whatever? We've got a place there. You can be there instead. And I say, yippee! Or South America or Canada or, I don't know, Japan. I don't think I want to live in Japan. I can speak Japanese, but I'm too tall. So hard to find clothes that fit in Japan. A carriage. A carriage is approaching. The thought of it made Jesper freeze. He had been so enchanted by his discovery that he had neglected to observe his surroundings. How could a roadway be so close? He ducked down and crept towards the impending sound, hiding behind one of the larger bushes nearby. Oh, I thought I had the magnifying glass. I wanted to look. It was only a moment before... Wait, don't I have the I do. Who is that? Who is that? No! Who is that? Stars Align? Isn't that one gay tennis anime? I still need to watch that one. I think I watched the first couple episodes and then got distracted, as I do. Don't worry, your headphones are dry. No turlet headphones. Let's go. It was only a moment before the sound source revealed itself. Within 50 paces of where Jesper hid, an elegant carriage with gold trim came soaring around a corner of trees, led by two beautiful white horses and conveyed by a stern-looking driver seated atop the vehicle, flaunting the most sophisticated regalia Jesper had ever seen. It was not just any carriage, it was a royal carriage. Even without ever having witnessed such a sight before, Jesper was certain. The sight had so transfixed Jesper that he stood awestruck, unable to tear away as the carriage approached. The little concealment the bush provided was soon proven unequal to the driver's lofty perch, and upon seeing the boy, he pulled the reins with such effort that the noble steed slid to a sudden halt with precise control. You and Horse have been watching Frieren. I need to finish Frieren too. I got a decent chunk into Frieren. It's good. I'm so excited to be able to watch anime again. When I no longer have to go into work, I can watch 8 hours of anime a day instead of 8 hours of emails. I'm not going to do that, but I can at least spend some hours on anime. You boy, get out from behind that bush, he shouted with a rigidity that betrayed a modest amount of fear. You startled me half to death, coming round the bend of my own drive and me seeing such an unfamiliar face in a place where there ought not to be any face. Jesper quickly contemplated running. The man was much older and his dress was suitable for courtly behavior, not dashing through the bramble and mud. I was picking berries. Jesper raised the half-filled basket up to allow the driver to see the proof of his words. The demeanor of the man suddenly changed. It was a change that Jesper was familiar with. He had many times seen the same stern expressions on the most fiendish bandits melt away when presented with a berry basket. Any suspicion that the driver might have had instantly evaporated, for even the notion of a member of the unholy hounds picking berries seemed farcical. The softened expression made allowances for a smile. Berries, eh? Say, you couldn't have picked a better spot for them, could you? I used to pick berries here as a boy. Jesper took his cue to finally step forward out from behind the bush, proudly brandishing his basket. I know, and what luck I found them. I have only just begun picking, and look how many I have. It would have taken me fourfold the time back home to procure this number. The driver bent down for a closer look. And where is your home, boy? It must be quite far. Jesper replied with a scripted response. A little south of Tanner Fork, just past the burnt woods. My God, that is far. You couldn't have come all that way only this morning. It was true. Tanner Fork was in the exact opposite direction that Jesper had traveled, and while the response would seem perfectly reasonable to a location closer to Blackbridge Canyon, he could see why it might seem less believable here. Sir, I've traveled much farther for much less profit. I dare say there is no distance yet made by man that would not be worth such undertaking for a prize such as these. Surely you have tasted them for yourself. Jesper felt happier with this response, as it seemed to amplify the man's smile. In my youth, often, but perhaps I took it for granted, because I never had to travel very far. And even then, my father would always drive us here in our carriage, so I'm ashamed I'd never had to walk such a stretch to earn an equal reward. It was Jesper's time to smile. Then let my efforts reward us both today. He raised the basket even higher. A taste in memory of your youth, sir. What are you doing, bud? Tricks? Tricks of some kind? If you watch this anime for me while you're free from the wage caves, perhaps. I could probably do, like, Discord anime watch-alongs or movie nights or something. I do want to watch more movies. Just a taste. No japes, no tricks, no traps. But what if the berries is poison? Tricks, those are for kids. The driver chuckled and removed one glove, bending over the seat to reach down to the basket. And the moment his fingers touched the first berry, the dagger in turn met his throat, cutting through a superficial layer of skin and drawing blood. Jesper caught the man's eyes, startled. And for that taste I will have your purse, sir, in memory of my youth. The driver's arm had gone stiff, his chin raised and trembling, more frightened than he had ever been before. Whether unable or incapable of speaking, he did not respond to the boy. Perhaps he did not think his jaw could afford to be engaged at this particular time. Jesper let the basket drop, freeing his other hand to probe the man's pockets. Do not mistake me, sir. I will not kill you if you give me no cause, though I will admit, the thought of taking your carriage and leaving you the indignity of walking appeals to me. Unable to find a purse in the man's coat, Jesper pivoted to search the seat under him. Why have you no purse upon your person? The driver slowly raised his hand cautiously, pointing towards the carriage door behind him. Jesper lowered the knife's edge a small degree to allow the man to speak, which he did in turn softly. There's a lockbox in the carriage. Well, come down then and grant me the courtesy of sparing your life and binding your hands. A concession, I assure you, of my tender heart, for it would be much easier to slit your throat. The man started to comply, slowly lowering himself from the driver's seat of the carriage. Once down, Jesper guided him away from the carriage to a nearby tree where he instructed him to get on his knees and put his hands behind his back. Excusing his inexperience, the man indulged Jesper while he figured out how to adequately bind him. The smile and kindness Jesper had seen on the man's face, now nothing more than a distant memory. In their place, cold, dark eyes displaying no emotion. I wonder, should I grant you the same clemency you are showing me? No, that was the man. I wonder, should I grant you the same clemency you were showing me? Jesper stopped, surprised by the question, but ignored it. Secured the final bindings and then hastily returned to the carriage. With one hand on the door's handle, he turned back to the man. If there is no lockbox, there will be no clemency. Inside, the carriage was surprisingly dusty and unswept, a stark contrast to the elegant and polished gold facade of the exterior. It had apparently been many years since a passenger had enjoyed passage in this vehicle. This all but confirmed what Jesper had suspected. The driver of this carriage was not a livered servant in the employ of some greater master. Any curiosity that this observation might have further produced was quickly abandoned upon seeing what rested under the carriage's back seat, a large wooden lockbox. Despite its hefty appearance, the box was surprisingly easy to handle. Within a few minutes, Jesper had dislodged it from its hold and carried it out into the sunlight. Inspecting the box carefully, 2 observations were made. Totemic symbols found carved on all 4 sides of the box hinted that the box was very old and likely not created by Orindian hands. It reminded him of artifacts from the old world and was presumably crafted in one of the ancient realms. Don't know if Jag's still watching, but you had to DM because your sister knows someone IRL who goes by the name Jag. It got so confused today. Me, when I would be watching Reborn streams, and then I started getting emails from somebody named Reborn, and I was like, wait, from Splatoon? From the Splatoon streamer? That can't be real. Secondly, the box was secured by a rusted yet robust padlock and would not open easily without a key. Jesper looked over to see the driver quietly observing him from his indentured position. Do you perhaps have a key you can provide me to open this box? Without emotion, the driver replied, There is no key to that box. Jesper stood up. Easy enough then. He headed over to a nearby rock of sizable dimensions and lifted the stone up, carrying it back to the box. If there was ever a time when that lock had been resistant to brute force, it wasn't recent. With one hit, the stone had completely shattered the rusted lock. He bent down and opened the lid. Inside was an effigy, a crude figure chiseled from stone. Without too much deliberation, Jesper bent down and picked it up, somewhat surprised how heavy it had seemed, given how light the box had felt. Having expected to find something more akin to gold or gems, he looked questioningly to the man, hoping to find an explanation. The driver's smile had once again returned. You are cursed, boy, for deadly is the stone. You have opened that which you never should have opened, and you are cursed. Jesper carried the effigy over to the man and shoved it in front of his face. What is it? That's one. Feeling his disappointment rising to anger now, Jesper tightened his grip on the effigy. One what, you mumbling adjutor? And in God's name, why have you no purse upon your person? The man did not seem intimidated. 1 pace. He paused for effect. 12 more, and you will be dead. He only had a second to flinch before the effigy struck him in the head and put an end to his cryptic ramblings. If there was ever a time when the old man had been resistant to brute force, it wasn't recent. Jesper looked down at the sculpted stone figure, now splattered red. Was it cursed? Was he cursed? He had, of course, heard stories of curses and had never doubted their validity in the past, but now he was standing face to face with the possibility of being cursed. His mind pleaded with him to be skeptical. And if he was cursed, what difference would the knowledge make? A dozen more paces would not be enough to find another living soul, to say nothing of the chances of procuring a remedy. If he did not move from where he stood, maybe he could live another 3 or 4 days. Maybe more, given the abundance of nearby berries. A plan that, if we ignore its obvious faults, might provide additional opportunities for help to come along. But what good would that do? To be discovered here, beside a body, stolen goods in hand, bloated from berries, and raving about a curse that could very well not be real. No, it would most certainly be better to face one's fate now, take a dozen paces, and see if life goes on. But Jesper found his legs unable to make that first step. His mind was unable to convince his limb to waste away 1/12 of his life in a single motion. Feeling the desperation sink in, he hopelessly looked about him for a solution. And if, by some stroke of luck, the gods had heard his plea, a miracle materialized before him, as if he found himself suddenly at the end of a fairy tale. 2 white horses and a carriage of golden trim were beside him, the answer to his immediate prayers. He laughed at his fortune and calculated the short number of paces back to the road, 4, perhaps only 3 if he jumped. He made a quick survey to see if there's anything he wished to grab before taking the plunge. Haunces, Carriage, Deadman. I want to see what the effigy looks like. This sounds an awful lot like how we only have so many steps before we fall so sleepily. He thought about removing the driver's fancy coat, as that appeared to be of some value, but the additional risk of undertaking such a task was too great to chance. And so, after a profound breath, he took his 2nd, 3rd, and 4th steps, though they were quite large. Seated now behind the horses, he reached for the reins and suddenly realized that he was still gripping the effigy. If the curse was real, then it would most certainly be better left here. If, on the other hand, the story was fictitious, there might be some appraisal that could be made of the figure. It was, after all, found within a lockbox, whose typical function oft secures objects of value. Having witnessed firsthand the horror of destitution, Jesper found his mind equally reluctant to let his hand go. If it is cursed, I die. If not today, then tomorrow. And if I die, what care have I? And with that statement said aloud, to the horses seemingly, Jesper took up the reins with confidence. How long is this book? Just 2 parts. Okay. I was gonna say, if this is like an 8-chapter book, that would be insane. I do like story time. Take a quick sippy. Miller awoke to some light nudging from a familiar foot. Only one person would have the cheek to awaken her in such an ill-mannered fashion. Shaking the sleep from her eyes, she glared up at him in the darkness, but did not say a word. He nudged her again, teasingly, then stepped back into the dim. Free bedtime story. I'm super curious how these tie in with the plot. Are we gonna find the effigy in a lockbox? Are we gonna be cursed to die instead of wake up the next day? And when is the man gonna come in here and kill us with hammers? Zordon said it would happen. After taking a moment for her eyes to adjust to the darkness of the cave, Miller remembered. She was on 3rd watch today. Quietly collecting her things and writs, Miller turned as she left, waving to her young friend, who was more likely already asleep. She crept through the cavern's main passage, careful not to wake the sleeping bandits around her. Like a hero in a book, she often mused. Quietly, she grabbed a bow from the haphazardly formed pile of weapons, shaking the accompanying quiver in the darkness to assess how many arrows it held. Then she walked towards the sun-drenched mouth of the cavern, ready to start her shift. If that happens, you better make sure to eat your fruits. We gotta eat 7 million apples. Above her, in one of the few trees found around the canyon, Miller would see that Ravia was already posted. She waved, and Ravia waved back. Calling out to each other was strictly forbidden. Anything louder than a gesture in the canyon was forbidden. When Miller reached the tree, Ravia lowered a braided rope and pointed to the ground behind her. Miller turned, following the finger, and saw a pail of water resting beside a nearby log. She turned back to Ravia, nodded, and secured the pail to the rope. The pail went up first, and in turn, Miller followed. Ravia reached across to grab the water. Miller leaned back to give her space. There was not much room for maneuvering in this tree post, a necessary concession for the concealment the outpost demanded. Ravia tilted the pail up to her mouth dramatically, illustrating how thirsty she had been. Miller laughed silently as water poured out, splashing onto Ravia's face. It was a bit too daring and noisy of a joke, and had the others been around, they would have certainly been scolded for the unwarranted sound. But Miller appreciated the efforts Ravia took to verbalize the silence of the morning. They had been on 3rd watch together for over a month, and yet during that speechless time their friendship had grown into something special. Affection was unsurprisingly scarce among the unholy hounds. She had felt camaraderie before, of course, but intimacy? Never. From their elevated vantage, the girls could see both the concealed entrance of the cavern as well as a clear view of the bridge that spanned across the canyon. Black Bridge was the link between the Gentry lands and the northern mountains, the overpass that connected Orris and Reddington. To the city-faring travelers of the realm, the bridge was an unavoidable crossing. In the day, the task was to ensure that travelers passed by without stopping. At night, the task was to ensure that they do. Like most of her band, Miller preferred the night. The biting glare of the sun might be might be tolerable to farmhands and bricklayers, but to a cavern-housed bandit, it was a source of constant annoyance. In the day, there was no shroud to conceal her expressions nor to hide her thoughts. She felt exposed. I'm looking for clues. Interesting. Ravia touched her elbow and pointed up. Miller, striving to suppress a budding smile, suddenly shook her head in response. There were many signs that the unholy hounds used in lieu of words, but the two of them had developed an extended vocabulary. Gestures quietly forged in the shared solitude of their month among the branches. She watched as Ravia shifted, placing her palms flat on the floorboards beneath them. Miller knew what she was trying to say, but shook her head a second time. It was often more fun to pretend not to understand. Ravia rolled her eyes and turned away, looking back to the canyon. Squinting through the leaves, the two girls held still, watching and listening. It was not long until Miller, too, heard the sounds of approach. This is a great love story. Hashtag Yuri, hashtag love wins. Ravia held up 2 bent fingers, and a few moments later, 2 men emerged from the bridge's southern end. They were dressed in a familiar uniform, long gray coats with black facings, white waistcoats, and black tricorn hats. They belonged to the local patrol, the Black Guard. Although not an everyday occurrence, their presence at Black Bridge wasn't an unusual sight. It typically indicated an important traveler's impending passage across the bridge, information that the girls would promptly relay to their leaders as soon as the coast was clear. But this report, while exciting, was rarely acted upon. In Miller's 5 years in the Unholy Hounds, she had never once seen a carriage taken in open daylight when the Blackguard was nearby. The Black Bridge? Believe it or not, that's Yuri. This, too, is Yuri. The men had nearly reached the bridge's north end when Miller heard the horses, faintly at first, but growing louder with each passing moment. Ravia's eyes met Miller's, the same concern mirrored in each other's expressions. This did not sound like the typical carriage, cautiously approaching the bridge to cross. Instead of the familiar crunch of the high road's gravel, they heard the harsh clattering of hoofbeats against stone. Both girls quickly redirected their attention downwards, looking through the foliage. The sounds were not coming from the high road, but from the canyon itself. The horses were coming from below the bridge. In an instant, Miller had knocked an arrow and drawn her bow. Go. Ravia was gone before the whisper had even left Miller's mouth. The young scout was already sliding down the bank below, racing toward the cave. There was no road that ran below the canyon. There was no reason for numerous horses to be approaching their cave. There was only one reasonable conclusion, and both girls had reached it instantly. The base had been compromised. This was a Blackguard attack. The moment the horses came into view, Miller let loose her first arrow. She was surprised to see a carriage. She had expected cavalry, but before she even finished processing that thought, her second arrow was in the air. Without a trail, it would be unthinkable for a carriage to traverse such rough terrain, yet she watched as the wheels jolted over the rocky riverbed. A third arrow was now in flight, and there would be no need for a fourth. The driver slumped over just moments before the vehicle dipped into a small ditch, slamming to an embankment. The force of the sudden halt immediately shattered the front 2 wheels and catapulted the driver from his seat. Utterly confused now, Miller quickly glanced over her shoulder to see if any horses were also approaching from the rear. Down in the canyon, the entire horde of the Unholy Hounds came spilling forth from the earth as if hell itself had suddenly sprung open. The group seemed even more bewildered than Miller, half asleep and tripping over one another in desperate attempt to engage an unseen enemy in combat. Miller could not see Ravia among their number. The only one looking up at her. No, could see Ravia among their number, the only one looking up at her. Her expression was chilling. There would be no need for a silent gesture to convey what they both now realized. They had made a mistake. The gang's chieftain, Jeffrey Heartslasher, led the others, cautiously approaching the crashed carriage like a suspicious fox would near a baited trap. There were no words exchanged as the group crept forward in customary silence. A dozen or so paces in front of the wreckage lay the far-flung driver, an arrow protruding from his broken body, and beside him, a blood-stained effigy carved from stone. What are you? What are you? Miller was inconsolable. Jesper had always been her favorite. He had always shadowed her in the night, clinging to the hems of her every move, the way a child tails behind an older sibling. Tender-hearted, she had always called him, though deep down she had known that wasn't quite true. His appearance of gentleness concealed a raw, resilient durability that emerged in the most perilous of situations. He had been a flower among the nettles of this cave, but he still had thorns, honed by a grim past and 100 hands of misfortune. They buried him in the darkness, in the back of one of the larger cavern rooms. He was interned with a berry basket and a silk handkerchief that he had treasured. The mysterious effigy they found beside him served as a distinguished gravestone, a marker that stood out as somewhat special among the rows of similar swords marking neighboring plots. No one spoke, not even in whispers. There was nothing to say. Interesting. That the effigy? Some sort of beast? Miller awoke the next day to a thunderous shaking and rattling of the earth, a far cry from the playful nudging of the previous day. She strained to adjust her eyes, but the choking sting of stirred-up dust caused her to flinch. Panic was also in the air. The sounds of scurried footsteps and clattering feet filled the space around her, but even in alarm, the silence was louder. What was it that sounded so strange?
There are 18 species of penguins.
Only 18? In the whole wide world? I would expect more. But also, aren't there like only 8 species of bear or something crazy like that in the whole world? They need to invent more aminals. Miller closed her eyes tight and used her feet to guide her along the passage. The whispers around her were getting louder, and intense voices could be heard ahead. Louder speech than she had ever heard spoken in the canyon. Kind of debated, most say 18 or 19. That's still not very many penguins. There should be like 30 at least. A growing dread grew as Miller approached the mouth of the cave, her eyes now open wide despite the dust. Shouldn't it be day? Miller felt a hand in the darkness pulling at her. It was Ravia. The two embraced, and Miller did not need to see her to understand. Ravia placed 2 bent fingers against Miller's cheek, and with that touch against her face, Miller felt the same sinking feeling from the previous day. 2 bent fingers confirmed what Miller had suspected. The girls had forgotten to relay one critical piece of information to the others. An hour or so later, the screams began, blood-curdling cries of hopeless desperation. Captain Fodrick Lee of the Blackguard looked down from the bridge of the canyon to the collapsed entrance of the cave. Ah, he grinned. Now they speak. Why do you have 3 legs? What does it mean? Oh no, maybe that's your gun. Yeah, that's the butt of your gun. I feel like there's gonna be some sort of secret in this book that I need the magnifying glass for. Adult little blue penguins weigh on average 3.3 pounds. Tiny. It means gun. Google says there are 8 bear species, but there are subspecies. But still, 8 bear species is not a lot for the whole world. That's crazy. I'm gonna screenshot this. There's gonna be some Windows bloops. Boo-doo-doo-doo. Boo-doo-doo-doo. I think maybe we're gonna find the effigy and it's gonna kill us. You think you need to hold a little blue penguin? A little blue penguin is 1/3 the weight of my cats. The weight of a single one of my cats. Harvey Scribbles is 3 penguins. If you find the effigy, it's good night. If we find the effigy, we're dead. I think maybe if as long as we don't touch it, we'll be okay. We need to know what it looks like so that if we see it in a box, we Don't explode into a trillion pieces and die. Would you be able to find a cursed effigy and not touch it? Well, if assuming it, like in the story, is in a lockbox. When we break open boxes in this game, you don't automatically get the items. Also, this kind of looks like... maybe it's one of the things from the tomb. Yeah, box looks all runic. Most of the time when we uncover items, we have to click on the items to actually get them. If you break it and see an effigy, you can't not try it out. But we read the scary story that says if we do try it out, we'll die. And it'll be scary. Why is Windows upset? Oh, that's my screenshot noise. It's the noise that says, you've taken a screenshot. Boo-doo-doo-doo. Boo-doo-doo-doo. This page, unfortunately, has a lot of pages. It's the noise yours makes when it gets upset. It's the noise it makes when there's a little pop-up in the corner, but I guess because I'm using the Windows snipper or whatever you call it to screenshot instead of like the print screen button, I'm using the one that lets you just take a picture of a part of the screen. It's Windows saying, hey, bro. It's Windows saying something's up. But the thing that's up is, there we go. I forgot what we were doing. We had so much story time. I guess we're trying to get the pump and we're trying to get the chests. We have the pool. We have the nook. Uh-oh. I don't have the key card. But, wait, no, we don't have the kennel. I'm gonna go back. Before I dig those spots, I'm gonna go back. Yeah, we're gonna go to the entrance hall. I'm gonna hope... wait, I have to go this way. I'm gonna hope that we get the kennel. Because if we can get the kennel... then every door we dig... every door we dig... will unlock all the rooms. Rumpus room's good. Zordon can tell us a story. Where is it? There he is. Tell us more about the man who's gonna come in and beat us with hammers, please. Please?
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the
This
sound
really
of
is the story time episode.
You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara.
He is now awakened.
And I suspect you wish me to look into your future.
Yes, please.
The image is becoming clear. I hear the pattering steps of children running in the forest.
Huh?
The joyful echoes of laughter in the courtyard.
Uh-huh.
I see an old man. An old man
Is that us?
in an even older chair.
Us but old?
A seed that has served many generations,
I know them.
each with their own stories,
Old man us. Okay, so we're not gonna get killed with hammers.
their own secrets, each with their own endings, but all in the same chair. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara.
Did somebody say get killed with hammers?
Following day,
The last fortune.
nothing.
You're excited to be hit? The last fortune said a scary man was gonna break into our house and steal stuff and get us, put us in danger. Oh, the bishop's in here too. That's interesting. Where's chess? The chair is significant. From the drawing room? Bishop is in the church. Bishop is in the rumpus room. We have an observatory. We need her ladies' chambers. Maybe this can make the... Oh, Rook is in the conservatory too. That's good. Guess we dig? Maybe we don't even need to dig. Our ladyship's chambers, conservatory in a corner, bookstore, library. Let's make the pool common. Because we really need the pump. Everything else is fine. Would absolutely love the funny puppy room. Would absolutely love and adore the funny room that's full of little puppies. Workshop has an item in it. I'm kind of curious what happens if we do the secret passage when there's, when it's blocked. Does it lead to the next free space? No, it's just blocked. Okay. Fascinating. Fascinating. Hammer. Hammer. What happened if you enter the secret passage from the other side? That's also interesting. Spare room it is. Big. Locker room. Is kind of fun. I have keys, but I wonder. Like, how do we know which locker is good to open? If I had, like, the lockpick, maybe it would, I guess keys got spread. So we can come back here. You can do parlor, I guess. You have to go to Cincinnati to touch the penguin. Black box is true. Gems are in the true box. The blue box is true. I don't need gems. I have the bracelet. I literally have a bracelet. There's also like a thing that we're supposed to look at. We're supposed to look at one of these. And something happens. You think you see the solution? There's a trophy for doing parlors. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, the solution is the one that says they're in the true box is the one that has the gems in it. But I don't need the gems. This has... Okay, the knight's also in the security room. And I think the armory? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the case. But since I have the bracelet right now, I don't actually need any gems. And I think I can maybe use the wind-up key for something else. But I don't know what. I don't know what, but I'm gonna hold on to it until I find that. We're gonna set this to low. I guess we can just hope for the pump room. I use a secret garden key. It won't take me to the secret garden, but I'll try it. Yeah. I'll use regular key. Cord to door. $1. Pantry. I don't like that I'm only getting like one pathway. It's banana. Rotunda's really good, actually. Have I gotten the rotunda? This might be my first time in here. Thank you, Nightbot. It's so slow. Wait. got 5 keys. Ooh. I like this. Laboratory is also pretty good, but I want a new one.
Important lesson number 2. Are you
Dove
jokes?
coat! Whenever you draw dove coat while drafting, you may rotate floor plans. Tomorrow you will start with 1 key for each clock room you draft today. I want to see the birds. I want to see the birds. I want to see the birds. Clock tower seems pretty good too, but I want to see the birds. Apple. Where's the thing? Where's the thing? Hello? You're beeping. So there's something here. Oh, floor key. That room is for the birds. Ba-dum-tsh. I'm pretty sure the secret garden key can only be used along the wall. I don't remember which, if it's left or right. I don't really need food. I guess we can get some items. Compass, a little late for that. 1, 2, 3. Where's our 4th? Car keys? Don't need them. I wonder if... the wind-up key opens her lady's diary. Let's do hallway. Showroom's interesting, but I don't... Oh. I can rotate. Lot 50. Yeah. Oh, you have to take. Yeah, there we go. Take the space out. Cloister. Ah. Weird. Laboratory. Immediately give me $5,000. Immediately add 3 aquarium, permanently add. Let's just add gold. Get our allowance raised because we're so big and smart at experiments. Secret garden. Kitchen. I'm also gonna buy some food while we're up here, cause could use the steps. I got plenty of money. Office we need, because that's the king. I'm kind of trying for the chess. Kind of trying for the chess right now. Do I need this for anything? I don't think so. We can spread gold. I've got 2 chances for her ladyship's chambers. Please? No. But we can do foyer. Please? Yes! I think that's all of them, right? Felly-scope. Queen. How do I open it? I can't use the wind-up key? Or the car keys? Or the secret garden key? Interesting. Need to look for another place related to Grandma. I know there's this one, and then there's the boudoir, and then there's the walk-in closet. But I don't remember seeing the key in any of those. Is there another Grandma room? I think we have the walk-in closet, right? Oh, I'm bald. I'll take a sippy. Hold on, real quick. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh no!
Wait, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7, 9. Bald VO? No, I'm allowed to be bald. The knight is C3. The bishop is C2. The rook is in the conservatory, so A1. And then pawns is just all over the place. One of those is definitely a pawn. I guess we can go back to the rotunda and rotate around a little bit. Maybe I should, what's the south door? You can see the bits and bytes. Where is... South lever is in the greenhouse. I'm pretty sure that's the one that's broken too. I heard a beep. Where is it? Where is it? Here? Is it maybe in the grass? Huh. Or is it in the hallway? Is it you? Another? Where? Metal detector, what? Behind the wall? Oh, 1 coin. We rotate you. And then we can get some stuff along this wall. This is maybe where the secret garden is. But I don't remember if the secret garden, Actually, let's check. Has 3. Okay, that's good. Whoa, it's a crazy world we're living in. Thank you, thank you. We can do a lot of digging. We can dig up our pebbles. I'm a little sad we didn't find, Oh! I like that. Broken lever, good. If we can just get the greenhouse, we can get into the antechamber. If we can pull the pump room and the greenhouse, maybe we can make it to room 46. I'm still not quite sure what that's about. This one's the leftmost wall, but, there is another thing we could do, I think, here. Oh, this one. This... Oh, I guess this wheel was to turn the top one. There's, like, another thing we can do with this, I think, to change it to something else other than the lever. But I don't remember. We, like, broke down that wall and it was different. It made it different somehow. None of this is pump. A walge. Roll. I kind of want to do patio, because that'll decrease the chances of it being patio up there. There's no point in getting the greenhouse if we don't get the pump room. We'll do this. We'll do this, I suppose. They're all good ideas. Every idea is a good idea. Except for bad ideas. Have a good bed, tint, and pass. I hope you have a wonderful sleep and a wonderful dreams and a wonderful memes. I think after this run, I will also do a bed. I hear it. Where are you? There you are. I suppose I could go back to the locker room. I could go back to the locker room and unlock some some things. I'm gonna re-roll this one. Or... Hi. What's up, Harvey? You meow? Harvey says meow. For all the marbles. I could open all the lockers and there might be a treat inside. No, let's roll. Let's roll. Greenhouse! But also, wait, no, that's not what I need. That'll open the lever so we can get into the antechamber, but there's no point in that unless we also have the pump room. Greenhouse will open the antechamber. But the problem is once we've opened the antechamber, we can't get through it. Might as well. Might as well, since we're here. We can fix it. We can pull it. We can go into the antechamber if we really wanna. I guess the basement key is in there, maybe? Let's go put our bracelet back in... We'll go put our bracelet back in the coat check. Over there. And... I'm gonna just real quick. Pop back up to the walk-in closet. We've spread fruit around, so we're not gonna starve. Are we sure there's no key in here somewhere? Hiding all secret style? Where is it? Maybe the attic? Because there's a picture of Grandma in the attic? Did we get a special key last time we went in the attic? I think there's a picture of Grandma up there. Except maybe vault. Okay. Oh, that's what we got. Yeah, we got the vault key and then we stopped by the vault. The only other Grandma room I know is the boudoir. Maybe there's another one I haven't unlocked yet. Maybe the Dove room is hers. We can go back to the locker room. Hi, Harvey. We'll go back to the locker room and, yum. Unlock a couple lockers. Maybe like this one. Apple. Maybe this one. Apple. I really don't need these gems. But we have them. how did we get from the entrance hall? Okay. We're gonna get a lot of gems and money and keys that we do not need. Maybe if we have enough steps, we can make it back. To the locker room and unlock the rest of the lockers. Oops. Banana. But we gotta do our chest quest. Ding, ding, ding. You can have this bracelet back. It did get the bracelet, right? Yeah. Banana. I guess we just... I'm gonna go to the conservatory again. On accounts of the telescope. Get an extra key. Get an extra these. Wait, can I use it again? No. Hi, Harvey. Harvey is saying so many meows. What? What? Yeah? He says it is bedtime. Which is true, and I know it to be true. But... I wonder if it would have been faster to go to the through the foundation, actually. No, it wouldn't. It would not. Any goodies in here? Banana. The music in this game is so peaceful. Nobody's stolen our birds. I'm gonna go stop by the little shed and dig up all the spots in there. And then go do the chess puzzle. And we'll change our chess. Because we've already got the armory. We don't really need another armory, I don't think. And then with the last of our steps, we'll go back to the locker room and open some lockers, I guess? Since just as we have so many keys? There could be some sort of prize in there. There could be some sort of secret prize in there that we don't even know about. I want to go in the fountain. I would love to go in the fountain. It would be so cool to climb in the fountain. But they won't give us the pump room. I wonder if these are the crazy caves the kids lived in. Power of the King could help you lots now. Yeah. I already forgot which one it is. Ah! Wow, wow, wow. How do we open this? Starby Raid. Let's all have a kiki. Let's all have a kiki. Hello, 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 hello. You were playing The Sims 4. Did you have a fun? Did you do adventures? Did you have a kiki? This is the chess room. We're playing chess so good and smart. We're playing chess so bigly and smartly and goodly. We're being big puzzle-brained and being so smart in puzzles. And we've never done anything... Wait, is that not it? No, that's the queen. This is the king. And the pawn will just be in like one of these, I'm sure. Created a pixie mommy with Alexandria's Genesis, who then opened a bar, club, lounge, the disease that gives you purple eyes and no period, but you can still have babies, and you have no hair, no body hair except for your eyebrows and on your head, and I forget what the other thing is. The special princess disease. Yuri mentioned. She's got a fairy girlfriend, but it's gonna be toxic Yuri. Oh, let's go. The fairy pixie toxic Yuri. Wait. What's that? Ah! Thank you for the follow. What happened? A break? Pawn? You get a special power at the end of the day. That's actually really cool, but no. Knight is what I have right now. Queen. I don't like that. That's scary. It's the game that makes you feel silly and foolish. It's the game that makes me feel so big brain and genius. Every day I'm solving a puzzle and going, ha 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 ha. Just as I suspected. You choose a color. Rooms of that color are more likely to be drawn while drafting. Oh, I understand why that's useful now. I don't care about this. I want the king. Give. That'll help us get the pump room. That'll help us get the pools room. That'll help us get the fun stuff. That'll help us get the yum stuff. That'll help us solve the mysteries. That'll help us make history. Look at that beautiful sky. It helps you get the all of it. Love it so much. I never got to use the axe to slice our pie. But that's okay. We can get it again if we need to. This game is so cool. It really is. I love a puzzles game. It's nighttime and I don't know what happens at night. What time is it in the game, not in real life? In real life, it's 10:32 p.m. Pacific, which is bedtime. $9:35? This way. This way, so normal. In real life, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's always 5 o'clock somewhere. If you think about it. If you're thinking about it. And I am sometimes thinking about it. We'll eat the banana. Okay. These are 7 locks. 7 keys to open 7 lockers. What is this? Whoa, wait. Where is room 46? Connection? Moon. Theorized locations, north of the antechamber. I'm pretty sure that's where it would be, right? Also, everybody please click that link and go follow Starby. Go follow Starby Frog on twitch.tv.com.twitch.tv.com.www.twitch.tv.twitch.com.org.web.net.organization.website.tv/Starby and you can go there and you can see funny retro games and you can see funny Starby Frog and you can see funny Sims and you can see a bully and you can see a horse's Red Dead Redemption. Go to that website, click that link, and then scroll up a little bit and click the link that Himbot posted instead, and then click the heart button that says to follow. I don't remember if it's a heart when you are following or when you're not following. Thank you for the pin. And follow Starby and you'll have a good time and you'll have a fun time and you'll smile every day of my life. Red herring. Theorized locations. North of the antechamber. Below the foundation. Full house of four. It's not that. It's not that. Secret door and tomb. I think secret door and tomb just leads to underground. Doesn't exist. Red herring. Fish. Grotto. Grotto? Whose locker is this? Ooh-doo-doo-doo. I got 6 more keys. Apple. Money, money, money. I think it would be nice to be in the locker room when you have shoes. I'm curious if these are always the same. Like if there's always an item in that one. Huh? Find each sum without using signs. 6 or 0. Seven, 13, 9, 4, 2. None of them are 6 or 0. Well, this might be the time to call it a night. Both in the game and in real life. I could maybe, if I wander around some more. I might be able to find more keys. I guess I have the steps. I think if I go to, like, do the parlor for the, oh, that's true, for the trophy. Since I couldn't find what the wind-up key goes to. Could do the box. It was this one. Yum, yum, yum. We have 24 gems that we do not need. They look so bad. They look so bad in the muscle man hats. It's like they have... It's like they have, like a latex mask that's a different color than their skin and they didn't blend it well. Grunkle Herbie. Grunkle Herbie. Where are the secrets? Cave people. We got some stuff. We got some stuff. The pool is blue. I assume the pump room is also blue. Locker room's blue. Pump room is blue, yeah. So for tomorrow, and by tomorrow I mean next week. Coat check, King, Emerald bracelet. King's Power, blue rooms. Pump and pool. Is the boiler room also blue? Yes. There are a lot of blue rooms. If only they were red. Well, these are the red rooms. These are the rooms that are red. They're the bad rooms. It probably means something political. But we just don't know. But we just don't know. Wow. Beautiful nature. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to do.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm on a cell phone. It's real big. Like the 80s.
Like the 80s.
10:45. I always get jump scared when I see me move around in that one on account of the delay.
Like the 80s.
What was the one that was circled? The office? Does something happen in the office at a specific time? Part of me is wondering if it'll be at like midnight. Question, are you a robot? Yes. Watch out, it's allowed. My head can explode off and it's okay and it's allowed. I need to do a thing. I need to make it so I can just lift my head up a little bit to show y'all.
Wow.
I guess I could just do a splode. Hold on. See? It's allowed. It's allowed and it's okay. Boom. Have you been to all of those rooms? Good question. This is... the music room. We've been there. The library. This wine cellar. The vault. That looks like the nook. One of the hallways. The storage room? The spare room. Walk-in closet. That's the office. Security room, we're here. Showroom. Nursery. I don't know if we've been to this one. Unless it's the showroom again. This is the nook again. Is that the archives up there? The ballroom. The pool. The vault again. Love YouTube. You can see what cool stuff people come up with. There's some insanely creative VTuber models out there. Looking upside down to get a different perspective. Maybe something will emerge. We're really close to midnight, so I am just gonna wait for that. I'm just gonna wait for midnight because I don't think we've stayed until midnight anyway in a single thing. I'm curious what happens. We might explode and die into a million pieces. Is that when Freddy Fazbear shows up? No, that's when Freddy Freaker shows up. Are these always the same? Wait, no, maybe we haven't been to all these. Because what is this one? What is this one? Okay, they are always the same. I could have sworn that the dark room was one of these, but I guess not. Studio add-ons. Is that just another view of the showroom, maybe?
Lycka till Dogses. Har har. Har har har. Har 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 har. Freddy Fazbear.
Oh, right, you go har 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 har. Might be a never before seen room. That might be. I know there's a few that we haven't done yet.
Random understreck. Game lover says went on a walk and see we still streaming.
A nice little night walk. I'm waiting till it gets midnight in the game, not in real life. Because we found a note. My head is covering it right now. Hold on, let me unsplode. We found a note that looks an awful lot like the security cameras. And it has this one circled. The office one. And I'm assuming that means something happens on that camera at a certain time. It's got 0 on the office. It's got something. It's got a circle. I don't know if it's a 0 or if it means something or what. But I'm curious. I'm curious of 2 things. I'm curious what happens if we play through midnight, because we've never done it before. We've always gone to bed before then. And I'm curious if maybe something happens at a certain time on these cameras. I would get so scared if a scary man broke in. It's entirely possible, I guess, that they just have these here to, like, tease rooms that maybe you haven't seen yet. Like, if you've never gotten to the archives. There's no jump scares here except you scare yourself. But Zardon told us a man was gonna break in and kill us with hammers and be evil and scare us in the dark room. He was gonna break in and steal a bird and kill us with hammers and put us in danger. Not in the security room, at least. No, he's only going to kill us in hammers in the dark room. That's why it's so scary to go in the dark room. Oh, it's called the security room because you're secure in here. But it does feel like the perfect place to, like, watch a figure walk down the hallway, and then you have to look at your map and be like, oh god, they're in the West Wing Hall. And then you watch them walk through each room, one by one. I wonder if something happens if you have all of these rooms in the house. That seems a little crazy and far-fetched. Surely they wouldn't make that be something. Surely they wouldn't. $11.40? If I remember how to read clocks correctly. Oh, there is piping here. I think you might be like watching anime at some point and be like, oh, I got it. The secret of the security room? Or what the 0 on the office is? Is it an O for office? Is that what the secret is? Because I think this was the secret note we found in the attic. Maybe the O just means on the hour, every hour. Maybe it means there's a safe in the office that we already got, and there's no reason for us to even see it. Ten more in-game minutes. Interesting that there's 2 of the vault. There was another one with 2, right? The Nook? Why do you need the Nook twice? Why do you have 3 keyboards? And some static-looking coffee. 5 more in-game minutes. I am curious if it just makes us go to sleep. Or if, or if something happened. Or if nothing happened. And we're allowed to be awake past midnight. If nothing happens, I guess we can just go to bed. Or maybe go outside? What if all of the lights turn off and a horrible man comes in and kills us with hammers? Well, it's past midnight. Nothing happened. What are you? What happens past midnight is you get very eepy. I suppose so. I'm gonna go outside so we can see the beautiful sky. The beautiful, beautiful night sky. Wow. Look at that. Bye, boiler room. I guess we could dig in the boiler room and find more keys, but I don't think we need to. I think it's time to goes to bed. What a beautiful night. What a beautiful sky. What a beautiful dreams. Why are you blue? We got our quests for tomorrow. And by tomorrow, I mean next week. We got our ideas and our ideals and our ideams and our I-beams. Part of me is like, I feel like something should happen at midnight. Hi, birdies. Like a door should open. What are you? When you open, it means a man's gonna come in and kill us with hammers. We got the jams. We got the thing. I guess we just go to bed. I guess we just go to sleep, go to bed, 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 go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to bed, go to sleep, go to bed, go to sleep, go to bed, go to sleep, go to bed. Go to sleep, 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 go to sleep. Go to bed. Go to bed, go to sleep, go to bed. Okay. We call it a day. We call it a sleep. We sleep in the game, we sleep in real life. Garden excavation site. We did so many digging. We got the pool, we did not get the pump room, but we've made the pool more common now, and we have the king thing, so next time we'll have a better chance of it. We'll have a better chance of finding it. We'll get the pump room, we'll drain the fountain, we'll get under there, and then we can finally make it all the way to the end of the game, and we can find the secret room. And we'll do it. We'll play more of this next week, Wednesday. Same day of the week, Wednesday. Same time of the night, 7 p.m. Pacific. On Monday, play more of... I forgot that him and the were muscle mans. Incredible. Well, on Monday, we'll play more of One Bit Heart with Kai, a very fun game. We're nearing the end of that game as well. I'm gonna have to pick some new games to play soon. But not yet. But soon. In the meantime, it's time to go to bed. Is anybody still awake for us to raid? NECA is doing a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Garfield? Who's doing what now? What? I know what some of the words in that sentence mean. What is NECA? And what do you get when you combine Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Garfield? Like, is it a crossover? Are they making a team of radioactive Garfields that live in the sewers and eat pizza? Posted in the Discord? Okay, I will take a looks. I will take a looks. I will take a looks. Oh shit, wait, what? What? It's a figurine. Why does... Garfield shouldn't have a shell. It's a toy company. That's kind of insane. Is that supposed to be a pizza lasagna? It looks really good is the problem. Same with the weird Odie. With the weird turtle shell head Odie. Wild. I'm gonna send you all over to... gonna send y'all over to Tequila, playing Warhammer 40,000 Dark Tide. That's a cool place to chill for the night, I think. That's a cool place to go and hang out and chill. Thank you everybody for coming. Thank you everybody for hanging. Thank you for chatting and for sharing and for raids and for follows. And thank you to the lurkers and the VOD watchers. You are so powerful and you deserve 1 million raspberry candies. I'm gonna get this raid set up. I hope everybody has a very good night and a very good sleep and a very good dreams. And everybody, if you have a shitty job, quit your job. And if you have a good job, smile. And if you don't have a job, also smile maybe for the freedom of your hours. But if you're looking for a job, also smile, because I know you're gonna get one and it's not gonna be a shitty one. And everybody close your eyes and put your head on a pillow and tuck yourself in and go to bed, okay? Good night, good night, good night. Good night, good night, good night. Good night, 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 good night.